Hello guys and welcome back to another crypto update. So let's dive straight into the Bitcoin chart. So as previously explained yesterday, I couldn't make a video but I tweeted, so remember to add me on Twitter. I tweeted that I'm going long based on this 12-hour bullish divergence and this broadening wedge which was nearly touching the support area of this broadening wedge. And in fact, as we can see, we bounced nicely on this 12-hour candle to the upside. Now, what we can expect? Apart from this broadening wedge pattern, I also see something which will give us possibly our next resistance area. So let's remove the broadening wedge. We have also this falling wedge, which is currently in the middle of this pattern. And if we pull out the daily bear flag that we just broke a few days ago, 1 or 2 days ago, we can point out a possible resistance which is converging at the same point of these two patterns. Of course, the daily bearish flag is a bearish signal, but we also have this bullish pattern which is the falling wedge with the 12-hour bullish divergence. So my next expectation for Bitcoin would be a retest of this convergence of resistance. If we manage, and now comes in play the broadening wedge, if we manage to break this area, I expect we retest the area of the support of broadening wedge at about 43 to 44k area maybe. So that's for Bitcoin for now. Let's also see the XY. The XY, we can clearly see that on the monthly. Let me zoom out on the monthly. On the monthly, we are quite bullish this month. We made 4.77% to the upside. If you compare the previous months, weren't that bullish. We also have this some kind of triangular shape which we are breaking right now, but of course we need 2 more days to close this month. And if we break this area, it would mean that we would have a possible continuation of the bullish pattern on the DXY, which for Bitcoin would result in a very, very bad bearish state. But let's not say anything until we close this monthly candle. Of course, it could get stopped out here and the next month we reject to start our bull run to the upside. So those are two things to take in consideration always when you trade. Now let's move on the first altcoin, APE. APE on the 6-hourly is currently nearly, but still not there, nearly touching the previous high. So given that we are having a bearish divergence, we are having an upward wedge, falling wedge, which technically is a bearish pattern, and we are possibly within the next hours having a double top with bearish divergence. I expect APECOIN to break to the downside and maybe retest this area which was previous support and resistance here. If we pull out the exact channels, these are the channels to take in consideration when trading this pattern. Of course, this one at about $15 would be reached in a few hours after the break. But my aim, if this pattern breaks with high volume or breaks, retests and going back down, I think this channel would be a good area to take profit from this short trade. But still we need to make the double bottom, and for double bottoms you can see my trading tutorial on the trading tutorials playlist, and we'll see how that goes. Next altcoin is MBOX. MBOX, we can see that today we tried to push to the upside at this channel, which is about $2.30 to $2.50, but we got immediately rejected, and my current expectation would be, given that on the 6 hour and the 4 hourly we are having a bullish divergence on the RSI, my expectation for MBOX would be a retest of this support area for this channel, and given that Bitcoin goes up, I would expect we come here at the $3 area. Moving to the next altcoin is IOTX. IOTX, we can clearly see that on the 12 hour we still have a bullish divergence like Bitcoin. Okay, here. So I expect that this blue line will keep holding support, and we can move maybe to this area here at $0.8. Next altcoin is GMT. GMT, we can see some similarities within this consolidation period. As you can see, we made a high, we consolidated quite a bit and formed this cup to break to the upside. Now we are consolidated again, and given that on the 12 hour we have a bearish divergence, okay, on the RSI, I expect this bearish divergence not to play out on the downside, but rather continuing this consolidation to the side, to the sideways, like here. And when we are ready, we would break to the upside to retest this blue line, which right now we have 2 touch points as resistance. So my prediction would be going around for $4.50. The last but not least is XMR, MONERO. MONERO on the weekly, as we said on previous videos, broke out from this falling wedge, which is the handle of this cup and handle, and currently is is being rejecting and going to retest this area as support. If that happens and the support holds, I would gladly enter a long trade until we ride to this channel where we held previously as resistance. I will not close my trade at that point, but I will see if we break to the upside, because this is a very long term and bullish pattern. So we'll have to see and wait. But of course, here at $172 maybe, if everything goes according to plan and our prediction, we would maybe retest in about 1 to 2 weeks forward. Okay, so that's it for this update. Leave me comments down below if you agree or disagree with any of our predictions, and also if you need any predictions on other altcoins. Remember also to check the trading tutorials. I'm updating some tutorials, and if you need any help or any more tutorials, of course I'm going to upload more, but if you have some questions, don't just ask them. Okay, so see you on the next one.